Yes, guys, welcome to another video on Sharkida Sports. This is a different kind of setup. Today, I'm doing the video over Zoom. And as you can see by the title, we are going to be talking about UFC 264. We've got Conor McGregor versus Dustin Poirier. Oh, Dustin Poirier versus Conor McGregor. Dustin's the A side now. And I'm with two massive MMA fans. One you've already met before, Yonis. What's up?
Yeah, I'm good, man. Thank you for having me on again.
Yeah, I had to bring you back.
No, I enjoyed the last one, so this it made sense for me to come back. But thank you again for bringing me on.
You did well. And we've got a debut here called Dan. What's up, Dan?
What's happening, man? All good. Thanks for having me on.
Massive MMA fan as well. Dan's actually got a website called Tap Ins, Tap Outs, where he does his predictions, reviews, and everything. That'll be in the link in the description, so you guys can feel free to check it out.
Yeah, definitely check it out.
Check it out. I'm not gonna lie, I'm on the website a lot of the time when before UFC cards and stuff, so it's really, really good. But today, like I said, UFC 264, we're gonna go straight into it, boys. Main event, Conor McGregor versus Poirier. First of all, it's a pay-per-view and it's a non-title fight. Only Conor has that power. You know how mad that is? Only Conor.
Yeah, it's wild, bro. It's
yeah, you don't get that. Like, it's what is it about Conor McGregor that just has the whole company around his little finger?
Conor McGregor is he's so clear at this point. Like, he's just done, like, in terms of legacy, in terms of money, in terms of like his star power, he's just done it all, and he's done it the best anybody could probably ask for in the whole company. So Conor McGregor being Conor McGregor, being more like arguably even having the same equation, like same equal to a title fight, is just only Conor McGregor can do, really. So yeah.
Yes, it's all the positives and all the negatives is MMA mixed into one, isn't it? It's the biggest name in the whole sport, like probably ever in the sport.
Facts.
You got all the casuals tune in to watch him lose. All the hardcore fans want to see him get back to where he was. Some people want to see him win, and then the fact that pretty much every time he wins, he's in the title conversation.
Yeah, it's mad.
It makes everything a big fight, isn't it?
It's mad. Yeah, it's mad. And I was thinking because there's certain people that have that power. It's like quickly going into it. Like Nate Diaz fought against Leon Edwards, and he had a 5-round non-title fight, non-main event, and it was 5 rounds.
That's because of Conor.
It's mad. Yeah, exactly.
That's because of Conor.
From Conor McGregor. It's nuts.
Everything stems from Conor, man.
Yeah, it's nuts, the power.
It's wild.
But speaking of Conor, he is now fighting Dustin Poirier in a trilogy fight. It's 1-1 at the moment. But they fought pretty recently. Let's talk about the most recent fight between them two and have a recap discussion. What are your thoughts on the last fight and where it went? We'll talk about Conor first. Where it went wrong for Conor? What do you think?
Realistically, it was the calf kicks, man. Because I remember watching that fight. Obviously, it was at like 6 a.m. when the main event happened. So everyone was tired. But I remember clearly he won that first round. I think a lot of people forget that. Like, they're talking about he had a very boxing heavy approach, and obviously by the time he got knocked out, he was exhausted. But he got taken down early. He got back up. He took minimal damage in the first round, other than the calf kicks, and he won the first round like quite comfortably. The second round, obviously, his legs started giving way, and he had to just stand and trade. And Poirier is not a joke, man. Like, Poirier can bang. Poirier has beaten everyone except Khabib. So when you look at, like, if you look at the CVs, I don't think there's a better CV in MMA than Dustin Poirier's.
I'm not gonna lie, he's
beating everyone.
He's like you said, Pettis, Alvarez, Gaethje. These are all champions.
He's Holloway twice, Alvarez,
and he's finished most of them.
Yeah, his CV might be the best in MMA. Full stop. So
that's a big claim. Now I'm trying to...
It might be, bruv. Like, really, like when you go through it, the quality of fighters, the quality of fighters, and he's, like you said, he's finished them. It's not edging decisions and batters them. Like,
that could be a big claim. Yeah, if you guys are MMA fans, leave the comments below.
Imagine now he wins. Imagine now he wins on Saturday night. Like, that's 2 wins over Conor. And
then he wins against the belt, but we'll talk about it after.
It's peak.
We'll talk about it after.
It's very peak.
But Yonis, what do you think? Okay, what do you think went right for Dustin? What do you think Dustin did perfect? Because obviously he lost the first fight. It was a long time ago, 2014. He lost the first fight. What went right this time?
I feel like with Dustin, I feel like it's a thing of he did the whole fight week right. It wasn't just the fight in of itself. Like he made sure that he'd never let the emotions get to him, even prior to the fight in terms of the whole fight week. Obviously, Conor McGregor kind of helped with the whole respectable approach and like not being like the crazy Conor that we all want to see during fight week. But it's just the fact that he's put in the work. Like you guys said, like he's put in the work. He's fought against top level opponents, and I feel like that will eventually show in terms of like those big moments. And that big moment against Conor, he showed his worth, and I think he stayed patient. They didn't get riled up too easily. Stayed in the fight, took the take. I think the takedown helped a lot. Brought down the nerves, and then, like you said, the calf kicks helped. Second round, put it on him, and then that was history right there. So like, I just feel like Dustin is just evolved as a fighter, and he's not the same man. Like Conor Mays,
yeah, I was gonna say that. Yeah, he's a whole different human.
It's a whole different breed, and I thought Conor may be still stuck in that first fight, and I think Conor's got to probably come up to speed now and actually give him his flowers, because he is there to, to stay.
Yeah,
I think a lot of people forget the first fight was at featherweight as well.
Yeah.
First fight went at lightweight. So we already know Conor hits like a truck. So when you take 10 pounds off Poirier, who got beat at featherweight a couple times, like Conor's not the only guy to beat him at featherweight. Now he's moved up to lightweight. I think he lost to Khabib. I think he's only lost once more, maybe twice more, and he's been there for like 7 years.
And he's a big lightweight now as well.
He's filled out properly. And like Yonis said, he's rounded his game off so well. He's polished, man. He's up there in the best ever as lightweight, and it's mad that he's never had the belt.
That's what I'm saying.
He is one of the best lightweights ever.
He's really not
yeah, he's just in that mad generation where it's like, you know, if you take it to football, it's like Neymar. Like in any other generation, he's winning the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah.
But because he's with Messi and Ronaldo, he's never gonna win it. It's one of them ones. Like he was around with Khabib, Conor, and that was it.
Yeah, the most stacked.
Yeah, the most stacked division ever. The boogeyman Tony Ferguson was in there. Yeah. Like it was just one of them generations, and now he's got the chance to actually get there. Like I'm rooting for him slightly. I love Conor, but I'm slightly rooting because
I'm a big Dustin fan, man. Like I'm a fan of both. I'm a big Dustin fan
for sure.
But yeah, like I said, the calf kicks were the big part of that, like that first fight. What can Conor do you guys reckon to counter the calf kicks now? Because I think Conor's really good at readjusting. So like the first fight against Nate Diaz, lost, came back, beat him. I think Conor's really good at doing that. We've seen it before. Do you think Conor will readjust this time and give him a much tougher fight?
I believe me personally, I think he just needs to go back to basics. Yeah. If that makes sense. Like that free flowing style, coming in, going out, covering his distance well, knowing not to be like not putting that much pressure on that lead leg. I feel like it was just there for the taking. But if you look back on a lot of Conor's fights, he's always there, free flowing, hands out, in and out. And he's gonna get his shots off regardless. Like he's gonna be able to pick off Dustin as he wants to. And obviously, and another thing is to utilize the leg kicks going back against Dustin. So the low kicks himself, going to the body, because they will pay dividends as the fight drags on. And I know a lot of people think that Dustin may, as the fight goes on, Dustin may be better and grow better as a fighter. But I feel like if Conor can get the first round, really, truly, realistically, Conor will probably want to put the fight away in the first round. But like shots to the body, shots to the leg, it will pay dividends for Conor as the fight goes on. And I feel like it would be a real war between these two. I don't think it will end as soon as we think.
Yeah, what you would think?
Yeah, I think in the first one, obviously he was very boxing heavy. His lead leg, was very, very heavy on the front. Like it was there for Poirier to kick. But I read something recently that in the first fight, Conor only threw something like 2 kicks to the body. And normally that front teat kick to the body is like his go-to. That's how he keeps his range. Yeah. So you could see that his mind he wasn't really rating Poirier like that. But to answer the question of how to counter them, I don't think you can. I think you just got to not get hit.
Yeah.
But in saying that, there's been we've seen a lot of fights where guys go 15 minutes getting kicked in the leg, and then you see fights like the Conor one and Sean O'Malley last year where the leg just dies from one kick. So it's a bit of a roulette, man. If you hit that nerve that they talk about where it's just behind the knee, like that's it. It's a wrap, and there's nothing you could do about it. Doesn't matter how many times. So it's one of them ones where I think your best defense is just to not get hit by it. You have to just avoid. You have to not be there.
Yeah.
Because I don't think checking it's gonna help. Really, it's gonna hurt you as much as it hurts him. But
it's
still gonna hurt you.
but Dustin's gonna try the calf kicks a lot as well. He's gonna try that lead leg. It worked.
I wouldn't be surprised if he fakes it a lot in this fight.
Yeah, potentially.
I think he'll fake it a lot, and you'll see him throw a lot of overhands to mask it, just because everyone's going to be expecting him to do it now. So I think he'll be smart enough to fake it.
But even going back to the Nick, like Conor, like usually it's always the kicks to the body, and he used to use like a lot of low kicks himself. Like if you look at the Nate Diaz fight, the second one, look back on it, he used the low kicks very well, sets it up because everything revolves around the left hand. So all he's got to do is just set traps and be able to get Poirier to to bite. And the low kicks, if Conor uses it himself, I feel like it will help him a lot more in this fight. And you said you think it might be a war, yeah. I think him going for a war against Poirier might be the worst thing he could do.
Yeah,
Poirier loves a war.
Good boxer, man.
I think Poirier went toe to toe with Gaethje. Like that's ridiculous.
And that was the Gaethje who wasn't. That was the wild Gaethje. That was the Gaethje that just got fight bonuses and stuff. That was Gaethje that was like.
I think if he goes in for a war against Poirier, I think Poirier is so good in the boxing. He's more than good enough to give and take. His chin is there. Like we saw, he got hit clean a couple times in that first fight, and he was there, and he did all that pointing stuff that he was doing, and like he was ready for it. And I think if Conor's plan is to go in for a war, he's gonna end up on his ass again.
Yeah, I think Conor's now we've seen Conor can get knocked out. He's
this is it. That thing of invincibility is gone.
Exactly. That's all gone now. So now he's gonna. People say when you get knocked out for the first time, you're worried about it. Like you get worried about it afterwards. You don't want it to happen again. And like you said, it's happened before. But what happens if either one of them wins? What's next for both of them? What happens if Conor wins?
I think it's the worst thing for the division if Conor wins. If I'm being honest,
I'd rather Dustin win because of the future.
I think it's bullshit. Like if I'm being honest, I think it's BS. Like you can't be that inactive and then have your next shot be a title shot. I think it's the worst thing that could probably happen.
It's the same as John Jones, though, isn't it?
Yeah, like if John Jones, I feel like the John Jones dilemma is a bit different, only because like as much as he has been inactive, he still has been on top in his division. Like he hasn't lost really. Like the last 3 fights have been a bit sus, but like I understand him getting that heavyweight title shot. But Conor is just like, in and out, and then obviously Dana understanding the star power, it makes sense as to why he'll forever. It's Conor McGregor, like he's forever going to be in that mix, you know. Yeah, plus, I don't like it. If I'm other fights, I wouldn't like it.
If Conor beats Dustin Poirier, then Conor could say he's the best in the division. Because in my opinion, Dustin Poirier
he's beat the number one. Yeah,
Dustin Poirier, that's the standard. Not Charles Oliveira.
So my only thing is, realistically, if Conor does win, then Gaethje's just had a title fight. Like his last fight was a title fight. Yeah. Poirier would have just lost to Conor, so that's him out of the conversation. Chandler's just lost a title fight. Yeah. So realistically, if Conor win, I know realistically Conor shouldn't be in the top 5 right now. No. He shouldn't. Yeah. But he is. So if he does win, there's no one else in the top 5 that you can really argue is more deserving. Like they've all had a shot and lost. So
I think the only one I'd say maybe, but it'll be a bit of a push now, but maybe it'll be Beneil Dariush. I believe he is in the top 5 now.
Yeah, but the only guy he's beat in the top 8 or 9 is Ferguson, who's lost 2 in a row before that.
And imagine you're Dana White. You're gonna try and sell a Charles Oliveira.
Yeah, this is it.
I know.
This is it. Like I can't. Yeah. So realistically, if Conor wins, as rubbish as it is when you look back on how the division has played out while he's been away, it does kind of make sense for him to get the title fight, especially because Poirier is in everyone's mind. Poirier should be the one fighting for the title.
Yeah. Poirier would have fought for the title.
Yeah, he gave up the title shot. He chose the Conor fight.
I'll fight Conor now.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, if you look at everybody in the world, if you said to them, who is the number 1 contender in the lightweight division, they're saying Poirier.
100%.
Yeah. So if Conor now beats him, it's hard to argue with that, isn't it?
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah.
Saying that, Poirier should get a title. He deserves a title shot. Exactly. Another one.
You guys believe he was right in taking the Conor fight over the title shot.
Yes.
Yeah, I would have done the same thing.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, but it's like he said, didn't it? He did an interview with, I think it was BT Sport, and he
Yeah.
said, look, if I'm the best in the world, then I'm going to beat Conor anyway.
Exactly.
So I'm going to get this money, and then I'm going to get the title shot regardless.
You get both. You'll get
That's
both.
a good mentality to have. That's a
Yeah,
very
man,
elite
that's
mentality.
it. If you don't think you're the best in the world, then you shouldn't be in the title shot anyway. And if you do think you're the best in the world, doesn't matter who you're fighting.
Exactly. Fight Conor.
So I rate the decision making. I rate the mentality. I can't go against it. Conor is lucky that he's Conor. Otherwise, he weren't getting this rematch.
Oh yeah.
Let's be real. Because no one gets knocked out in the second round that convincingly and just gets a rematch 6 months later.
Yeah.
That's because that's his Conor McGregor privilege right there.
Right.
So if he wins now, they're gonna give him his title shot, and I'll bet you he gets that title shot before the end of the year.
Yeah, 100%.
They're gonna move quick.
Yeah, champion if that happens. Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna move quick because they want to put that belt on him as quickly as possible.
Yeah.
So we know what happens if either one of them wins. They go straight for the title fight. What happens? Who will be better off with a loss? Because I think if Dustin loses, it's more of like he's now got to kind of work his way back up in the title fold. Might have to fight someone like Michael Chandler, fight someone who's Jason Gaethje. He's already fought Dustin Gaethje or something like that. If Conor loses, he's lost 2 in a row, but he's still got big money fights against Nate Diaz, Masvidal.
You know? Conor doesn't lose.
Exactly. Conor, if he loses the fight, he'll still get a massive pay-per-view against Nate Diaz or Jordan Masvidal.
It's not even that, but even if he chooses to just walk away, he's still Conor McGregor. His legacy is intact.
Yeah.
That's the thing with MMA. That's why I like MMA more than boxing. Is wins and losses aren't that important.
100%.
In MMA. In boxing, you like if you look at Anthony Joshua, he's like 23-1, and that one is looked at so badly.
Yeah.
Like, in MMA, the only guy over 0 is Khabib.
Yeah.
And even in some people's minds, he's not the best ever. So really and truly, it's up in the air. Like your record's not that important. Conor's legacy is there regardless, win or lose. First double champ. He did everything he said he was going to do. He then made more money than anyone's ever made in his life. He's come back. He beat Cowboy. He's still fighting the top guys. Like he ain't really got anything to prove. So, and like you said, if he does lose,
he's got his brand on the mat.
He's got whatever he wants.
Yeah.
So if he loses, and like you said, if he loses, he's still got grudge matches he can go and get. Everybody wants to fight Conor. Everyone.
All lining up to fight.
If he loses to Poirier, guaranteed you're gonna have Chandler, you're gonna have Dariush, Gaethje. They're all gonna be calling him out, saying, "Let's go next. Let's go next." Because they know they're not going to get the title fight. So I think, obviously, the only thing that Conor can lose is his pride.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like it's an ego fight. Like relating back to the whole war thing, I feel like Conor McGregor's ego will act up, and I feel like he may just want to put himself in a firing line. But you're right. I think the smartest thing for Conor is just keep his distance and try to put the fight away as early as he can possibly.
He's intelligent though.
He's
very intelligent.
I can't say he's intelligent. I think he's more naturally higher skilled than Dustin Poirier. But
he's got more firepower.
Yeah, and also
I don't know.
Well,
I feel like he hits harder.
Yeah, I feel like everyone knows his left.
Maybe in the first round.
Yeah, everyone's left hand. So he's also, like I said, very intelligent. So I don't think he'll go into it trying to look for a war. He just wants to win this fight. Same thing as the Nate thing, the rematch. He just wanted to win the fight. You can see towards the end of the fight, he was running away because he knew he'd won the fight by then. So he's going to try and fight a smart fight. He's going to try and avoid the calf kicks. He's going to try and create space. He's going to try and counter. He's going to counter a lot. He's going to counter a lot because he's got that, like I said, that crazy left hand. And I think he's going to try and fight a smart fight. I don't think he's going to lose his head. I don't think he's going to lose concentration. But he's going to, I think, he's probably made a lot of readjustments going into
I think you're going to see him use a lot of kicks in this fight.
Yeah.
Because I think the fact that Poirier took him down in the first fight when it was unexpected and he managed to get up without taking any damage, I think that's a big confidence booster for him. So he's now not worried about getting taken down. Yeah. Not that he ever would have been anyway, but generally, like, he'll have that in his back pocket now of, right, I know I can deal with this guy on the ground. Yeah. So I think he'll throw a lot more kicks, a lot more body kicks, like maybe some leg kicks, but I think more he'll go for the body. I would not be surprised if he ended up knocking him out of a head kick. I would not be surprised. Because because Poirier is very handsy, isn't he? He's like, Poirier's not a big kicker. Those leg kicks were the first time he's ever really used kicks a lot in a fight. So he's very handsy. He knows Conor is handsy. And I think Conor's going to be using a lot of body kicks, and that will set up a head kick at some point if the fight goes long enough.
Yeah. Long enough, for it.
Because obviously you have to set it up. You can't just go in with a head kick and knock him out. But I wouldn't be shocked if he lands a big head kick at some point in the fight and everyone goes, "Oh my God."
Yeah.
You get them viral reactions from the commentators. I wouldn't be shocked, bro. Listen, if it happens, you need to clip this.
Oh, 100%.
Listen, but I wouldn't be shocked. I mean, I think he's going to go for a lot of body kicks because that teep that he uses to the body, that's how he gets his range for his left. And obviously, if he's using that range, that means Poirier can't get to his legs.
Yeah. 100%.
So I think he'll use that body kick a lot in this fight. I would not be surprised if that's like his go-to. Like if he uses it almost like a jab.
Yeah.
Instead of using the boxing jab, if he uses that body kick just to keep Dustin away from him, and then he can pick him off with his left hand.
Well, on that, what's our final predictions for this specific fight? I'm not gonna lie. I sent in the topics. Till now, I've still not got my final prediction.
I got my prediction. I can't lie to you. I've been pretty set for last week.
Method, round, everything.
Man's using my format, yeah.
100%.
Do you know, I ain't even done my picks for the card yet. I'm doing them on Thursday.
So it can change, but what you have,
it might, as it stands right now.
When you do your research, it might change. That's why I told him to go check out your website. It's in the description.
Yeah.
But right now, the way you're in right now, the headspace you're in right now, I want your prediction.
I think because we haven't seen how Conor is right now. We haven't seen him in fight week yet. We don't know which Conor it is. But also, I think the fact that fans are there is going to be mental. That's going to be a big factor. And as much as I love Conor, I can't pick against Poirier. I can't do it. So I think I'm going to go with a Poirier decision. Just because I don't want to say knockout. But I can't see Conor getting knocked out 2 fights in a row.
You're not going with the Conor head kick then yet?
No, I think he'll hit him. I think he'll land it. At some point.
Yeah.
But just from every fight I've seen of Poirier, I've seen him get hurt and come back.
Yeah.
You don't really see Conor get hurt. When Conor has been hurt, he's been finished.
Yeah.
So but the way I think it's going to go, I think Poirier is going to be able to mix it up enough that he'll get judge's decision. I'm going to say he'll win 4 rounds to 1. But I can see that happening. That's subject to change still. That's subject to change.
Early round from Conor, right?
Yeah, round 1 will probably be Conor's because he's a quick starter. I think it's all of his finishes have come in the first 2 rounds.
Yeah.
In his career. So, and like we've seen him fade, man. He hits that brick wall after about 8-9 minutes, and it doesn't come back until the 16th, 17th minute.
Yeah,
and you can't go missing for 8 minutes against Dustin Poirier, man. He'll hurt you.
Yeah, he'll put it on you. Yeah.
Yeah, he'll hurt you, man. So I have to go Poirier, but I'm not. That's not a solid lock. Yeah. But I have to go Poirier, I think still.
Yonis, what's yours?
I'm gonna lie to you. Like my brother's been getting on for a minute about my pick, but I feel like Poirier 4th round. I feel like Conor will get an early start, and I think Dustin's gonna, again, similar to the second, grow into it. Conor hits that wall, and I think Dustin puts him away in the 4th. So that's me. And as a knockout, another knockout as well. Yeah. So I feel like TKO 4th round, Dustin Poirier. I'm locking that in.
You know what?
Man, locked it in as well.
That's locked in. Not changing.
Gonna get knocked out twice. I think, you know what, just to be different. I'm
optimistic.
Okay, so already we've got all across the board, we've got Dustin Poirier winning. Because I got Dustin. Yeah. I think Dustin's gonna make Conor tap.
Oh,
listen, wow. Conor has tapped.
Did you see underrated though for Dustin Poirier?
Yeah. Nate's made.
He's tapped Holloway before.
So. Nate and Khabib have made Conor tap, and Dustin's got a good submission game. Look, there was a point where we thought Dustin might have had Khabib in a lock. You know?
Yeah.
Guillotine.
I think, and Conor's prone to tapping. And just to be a bit different as well, I'm gonna say Dustin's gonna make Conor tap in the 3rd round.
One of them. Yeah. What you think it will be like? He'll knock him down and then jump on a submission, or you think he's gonna work for a submission and get it?
I Oh, see, look, I didn't think this far in, Dad.
I'm just thinking because I think Conor's ground game is actually underrated, man.
Yeah, Conor's ground game is very good. That's
whenever he gets tapped, it's because someone's beating the crap out of him first.
Yeah. So yeah.
So that's how.
But then again,
yeah.
On that point, it will come in the later rounds when Conor's already
later rounds. Yeah. Like Conor will try to shoot, and then Conor will shoot, and then Dustin will just catch him, and then
if Conor shoots, then the fight's over.
If
Conor shoots, the fight is a wrap.
You just know it's done.
If Conor shoots, you know the fight's over.
All right, so that's our picks on the Conor Dustin fight. Briefly, we're gonna go. The co-main looks like a good fight as well. We've got Gilbert Burns against Stephen Wonderboy Thompson. Gil Burns obviously coming off the title fight loss against Kamaru. We got TKO'd. And Wonderboy is coming off a win, but he's not been as active. He had one fight in 2020.
One in 2019 as well.
Yeah. So he's not been as active. He's not been that active, but Wonderboy's style was just difficult for everyone, man. Yeah. This is an interesting match for Styles, I think.
Yeah, he just beats people up, man.
Yeah, this is an interesting fight for Styles. What do you guys think of this fight? Like, if we're gonna have a quick chat about this one, what do you guys think of this?
I feel like it's just a typical striker versus grappler matchup. It's just to see who gets their way in the fight, and I feel like with this one, I feel like Thompson's so elite, man. I just feel like his striking is just gonna be. I feel like it'll be very similar to the Luque fight when Thompson versus Luque. It was just one-sided, just piecing them up. I feel like if Gilbert can't get close enough to land, because Gilbert does have a heavy hand, does pack power, but I feel like if you can't close the distance, then I feel like it's just gonna be a very long day for him, and I feel like Thompson's just gonna piece him up.
Yeah, but I think the thing with like you said with Luque is obviously Luque and Burns are best friends and teammates. So the one thing that Burns will have is that they would have focused on Wonderboy before, and now they have that fight to see how he'd counter it. But like I think Wonderboy's striking is just too elite. I mean, he's so good at moving and keeping range and just that point striking style where he doesn't care about knocking you out. He's just hitting you enough to get the eye. And I think Burns is going to be trying to come in hard and fast, and I don't think I think that's probably a nightmare for him. I think Wonderboy beats him. I think quite comfortably as well, to be honest.
I think Burns did say, I was reading something up before we did this video. He said he's going to see a different version of him. He's going to try and make this fight difficult, make it more of a striking. He's going to show his striking. But I think if he tries to go toe to toe and striking with Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, it's not.
I think it's
man. That's
bluffing.
That's like trying to go.
Take him down.
Yeah, that's like trying to do a jiu-jitsu match against Ryan Hall. That's stupid.
Hell yeah.
If your expertise lie in jiu-jitsu, why would you go and strike the guy who can strike? That doesn't make any. If that is his actual plan, his actual plan, he's stupider than he looks.
Yeah.
Like, he's an idiot because there's no way on earth that man is outstriking Stephen Thompson.
Not gonna happen. No way.
No way. Even the Pettis fight where he lost.
Yeah,
he was battering Pettis before that.
Unlucky.
The Darren Till fight, he won the Darren Till fight. And I know you're not allowed to say that.
I was at that fight. That's the only fight I've been to in my life, UFC event. And I genuinely can't believe Darren Till won that. It's only because it was in
I know because we're British, we're not allowed to say it, yeah. But Wonderboy won that fight with ease.
Yeah.
The only fight he's lost is, in my eyes anyway, obviously he got knocked out by Pettis.
Yeah.
But he lost to Woodley. He did lose to Woodley. So really and truly, he's won like 5 of his last 6. If you're going by what actually happened in the cage.
Yeah, if you're going by XG.
If you're going by XG, he's won a lot of fights, man. Officially, he's won 2 in a row, but he beat the crap out of Jeff Neal, and Jeff Neal was supposed to be the next one up.
Yeah,
he beat the hell out of Jeff Neal, and Luque didn't have a chance against him, and Luque is meant to be another one who's a contender.
Luque's
so, I think also Wonderboy's he's 38 now, man. This is his last chance.
Yeah,
if he loses this fight, he's not in the title picture no more.
Yeah, he's
and he knows that.
He
knows that. So
but
I do wonder what happens with that, because obviously they're saying Colby gets the next shot, and then you got Edwards is chilling.
Yep.
Surely you got to do Wonderboy Edwards, isn't it?
I think so, because
that is a sick fight.
Woo!
That is a sick fight.
It is a good fight, because then obviously, because if Wonderboy beats Burns, beats Edwards, title shot's his.
Has to be.
Of course.
But it's a case of Edwards has won what 10 in a row or something, innit?
Yeah,
Does he really want to fight another fight?
Yeah, it's nuts.
It's techie. It's techie, but I would love to see that fight. That would be a sick fight.
MMA. He's unlucky's man in MMA.
Yeah, for sure.
But
him and Tony Ferguson, man.
Yeah.
I think they both never have an undisputed title shot ever.
Poor guys. Yeah, Tony Ferguson had an interim for a bit at least. Who's okay? Predictions for the Gilbert Burns and Wonderboy fight. I think is it a Wonderboy win across the board?
Wonderboy decision.
Thompson, yeah. Thompson,
yeah. Method decision for Dan.
Yeah. Unanimous.
Yeah. I think a unanimous decision as well.
30-27.
It could be a comfortable.
Light work.
Comfortable win. And just quickly, briefly, just to finish it off, go through the whole main card. The main card actually opens up with one of my favorite fighters, Sugar Sean O'Malley. He's fighting against Chris Moutinho. Predictions for that? Just straight predictions for these fights.
First round knockout.
Yeah,
Sean O'Malley. Yeah, it's gonna starch him as well. It's gonna be nasty.
Yeah,
Sean O'Malley's a
nasty.
Yeah,
that's horrible matchmaking. That's horrible.
No, it's because someone pulled out, didn't they? Thing pulled out last week.
It must have been someone else in the top 15 that wants.
Yeah, no, his actual opponent dropped out last week.
No, I'm saying after the dropout, there must have been someone else to take that fight in the top 15. You can't
apparently, Brian Barberena offered him, and O'Malley said he'd go up to 145 for it, but the UFC said no. That's what Barberena's saying. Yeah, they don't want to watch him get smoked again.
Of course. Yeah, that was one of the.
They'd be stupid to give him a shark in this card as well, a card that everyone's going to be watching.
Yeah, no.
So it makes sense.
Yeah, they're trying to push.
I reckon he'll win quick, and then he'll fight again really soon. He'll run it back real quick.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Irina Aldana versus Yana Kunitskaya.
This is a sick fight, bro.
Yeah. It's a very good fight.
This fight is wild. This is whoever wins this is gonna face Nunes if she wins her defense next month.
Yeah.
It's a good fight.
They're both so well rounded. My heart is telling me Aldana.
Yeah.
Because she's got nasty knockout power as well. Like her last fight, she won with a dirty left hook, like Michael Bisping-esque left hook. Yeah, and that fight, that knockout win was rude. So my heart is telling me Aldana, but that's a 50-50 fight, man. That could go either way. I wouldn't be shocked.
I think if Yana wins, it'll be decision.
Yeah. If Yana wins, you'll want to drag that fight through the whole 3 rounds. But I'm gonna go Aldana round 2. And I feel like she's gonna want to avenge that, that Holly Holm loss. I think she's want to put in a good display, and I feel like she'll put her away. So I'm gonna go for Aldana round 2.
I have a rule with the women's fights, really and truly, that unless it's Shevchenko or Nunes, it goes to decision.
Yep.
So I'm gonna go with Aldana decision for now.
Yeah. I'm gonna go Yana decision. I'll be different.
I can't even fault you, bro. That could go either way, man. Realistically,
either way, literally.
That's a 50-50 fight, man.
Exactly.
That's going to be a really good fight.
And then we got a fight at heavyweight. Tai Tuivasa. When we see him drinking out of the shoe, he's fighting Greg Hardy.
I don't know how this fight's on the main card. I don't understand. Bro, have you seen some of the prelim fights? And this fight's main card? I'm fuming.
I think they just want to put a heavyweight fight there.
Yeah, it's just because they're big guys and the guy used to be NFL.
It's going to end in the finish. It's going to end in the
finish. Yeah, that's it. That's the only reason. This fight is horrible.
It's Greg Hardy as well.
Yeah. This fight is horrible. I hope Tuivasa smokes him.
Yeah.
They're both rubbish in reality.
They're not the greatest.
They're both not good. They're both one-punch wonders.
Yeah.
And if it goes out of the first round, it's going to be the longest 10 minutes of your life after that.
Yep.
Really, truly. So, yeah, I'm going to say Tuivasa first round because that's what I want. That's it. That's the bread and butter, really, truly. Like, that's what I want.
I'm gonna say Greg Hardy knocks him out.
I was gonna go Greg Hardy second round. That's what I was thinking personally. I think Greg Hardy is a bit green in his career, so it's just like I don't know. It's just whoever lands first, I guess.
Lose one, he can win one, he can lose one.
I swear in his last fight though, he tried to go up against Volkov and he just got pummeled for 15 minutes.
That was the main.
Was that the fight before?
I think that was the fight before. Yeah. His last fight.
Last fight against Tabora.
Yeah, Tabora.
But he's on a 5-fight win streak like that. To Marcin Tabora.
Yeah, Tabora is on a 5-fight win streak.
Yeah. So, and that fight, to be fair, I remember watching that one. Greg Hardy was doing all right in the first round. Like he did really well. chopping the legs, going high with the heavy hand. So I feel like I'll be a bit. I feel like I'm hoping for the same, but I'm not. I don't really like. 50,
yeah, it's one of them fights that I'm gonna be getting my stuff ready for the co-main and main.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be ordering my food till it comes in time and all of that.
Yeah. Literally, and then obviously we predicted the co-main and main, but there's actually a bonus fight happening just before. It's actually it says here Dan versus Ben Simmons for
allow it. Is that what we're doing?
Oh no!
Listen, Dan flying knee knockout. First round.
All right, yeah, first round.
Super necessary.
How you beating?
Super necessary flying knee knockout. EMF round 1.
If you guys don't know what's going on, Dan actually sent Bayajama flowers. And then it's just come out publicly now that she's seeing Ben Simmons. So
I applied pressure, and the next working day he had to come and make public announcements.
Yeah. There you go. I'm gonna try sort that fight. I'm gonna try.
Maya, I'm coming for you, babes. I'm sure. Don't watch that.
But yeah, guys, that is our UFC 264 preview. We've spoken about, obviously, mainly about Dustin and Conor McGregor. Let us know what you guys think in the comments. Let's have a discussion in the comments as well. I'm sure these guys will be also reading your comments. Leave some comments about what you think of our discussions and your predictions of the full main card. And yeah, hopefully we'll do more of these. The only way I'll know if you guys want me to do more is the comments and likes. So yeah, let's have a good event and see you guys next time.